Good blessed Friday evening, December the 20th, 2024. It's about 4:20 p.m. I greet all human beings all around the world with the universal greetings of peace, and the blessings of God be with you. It doesn't matter what your political, philosophical, personal, nor your religious beliefs may be. It doesn't matter whether you're the richest to the poorest person on the face of this earth. It doesn't matter whether you the proclaimed toughest to the proclaimed weakest person on the face of this earth. It doesn't matter if you're my family, friends, nor my proclaimed enemies. It doesn't matter whether you like me or anything that I say, do, or produce. That's your prerogative. Always remember, you have a First Amendment to the United States Constitution to do as you please. You have a right to freedom of press, freedom of speech, freedom to protest, freedom to gather, and freedom to associate. If you're a felon, you want to check with your local law enforcement officials to see if it's okay or legal for you all to gather together or do any of the above that I just mentioned. And if you're on probation or parole, you want to contact your probation or parole officer to check to see the same thing, see if you're able to do the things that I just named above. What I want to talk about today is, you see two backpacks, brand new, on each side of me. Inside of them are tents, first aid kit, water, and a few other things, specifically for the homeless people, until we can try to get someplace else for them to go, because we know it's cold now, and I know it's going to be much colder later. But I want to tell y'all, this is something, one of the things that God put on my mind to do. Me and my two youngest daughters, 18 and 19, we've been feeding the homeless, helping other people that need help, that couldn't get help in other places. We are no part of no organization. We don't get any grant money. We don't get anything for this. We don't look for attention for doing this here. But let me tell you where these backpacks came from. Individuals that grew up here in Charleston, Missouri, that went on to do better things in their lives. They watches my YouTube videos, and they watch the critics when they criticize the things that I try to do for the voiceless people and the homeless people. But it's a young individual that seen my YouTube video of the last guy that was homeless, and people contact me. They contacted me and told me that they had backpacks with tents, water, first aid kits, and a few other things inside of them, and they brought me a couple, and they said there's some more to come if it's more people that needs them. But this individual is a social worker and a case manager. Now, you have people that criticize me. I'm not gonna name the names of the individuals that is the case worker, because we don't look for attention. You see what I'm saying? We look to help other people. You see, this individual grew up in Charleston. They know what it is to struggle. I grew up in Chicago in Cabrini Green housing projects. So I know what it is to struggle. But we want to let you all know, if you know somebody that's homeless and they cold outside, contact me. If I run out of these, I can contact the other individual. It's a couple other individuals here in town that run the food banks and have positions in other places has done the same thing. They have told me that they had food for these people. They done help in other ways. No organization down here that get government money has done anything. But that's their prerogative. That's between them, the government, and God. But I want y'all to spread the word and let people know, if you find somebody homeless, contact me. I'll come on the scene. I ain't gonna bring the news media with me. If they want to tell their story, I let them tell their story for a reason, to get them help. The telling their story has made people contact me that's in positions to help. It's sad that most of the help come from individuals that don't get this grant money, but we're gonna leave it at that. I thank the individual for this. I thank the individual for trusting in me to do the right thing with this here. This individual came from a good family, a family that do the same thing that they doing, helping other people. I'm gonna leave with this here. One day, all of us gonna need some help from somebody. You see, the Bible said, when I was hungry, you didn't feed me. When I needed shelter, you wouldn't let me in. When I was shut in prison, the nursing home, or the hospital, you wouldn't come visit me. When I was thirsty, you wouldn't give me nothing to drink. When I didn't have clothes, you didn't give me clothes. And y'all gonna ask God, when did we turn you down? He said, when you done it to the least, when you done it to the homeless. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about, because some of the homeless came up there where y'all at, that got that grant money, getting millions of dollars a year with multiple programs, and y'all told them you couldn't help them. Y'all told them that Raymond Ivy sent you over there to set me up. You can't set somebody up if they ain't doing nothing wrong. You see what I'm saying? You can't set me up with a dope. If I'm not a dope dealer, can't nobody bring me a kilo of dope. You can't set me up to tell me we got a robbery that we can do up here when I'm not an armed robber. Now, you can set me up by helping somebody, because that's what I'm going to do. Peace, be still. It's my type of work, y'all. Saving lives.